Marcus Jenkins. I'm the Managing Director of Magnet Systems Technology. Basically this is a project which started more than 8 years ago when we actually put a hybrid system into what at that time was a military Land Rover. And in the last couple of years we've actually been moving the same technology into civilian vehicles. The drive system consists of taking the existing gearbox and transmission out of the vehicle, splitting the two, removing the clutch housing and then putting a clutch housing with an embedded electric motor back into the transmission and then fitting the system back into the vehicle. So we don't make any modifications to the engine or the gearbox, and we don't have to make any modifications to the existing vehicle electric systems or any of the other ancillary systems on the vehicle. The electric motor will give you up to 380 newton meters of additional torque and up to 100 kilowatts of additional power, which is, from a performance point of view, can enhance the performance of the vehicle significantly. But we can also operate the vehicle in an EV only mode where we can have a little actuator, which means when you put your foot on the clutch you disconnect the engine from the gearbox and drive an electric motor. In EV mode, the range of the vehicle really depends on how much battery you want to put into the vehicle. Tests that we've done with sodium nickel chloride batteries show that we've got up to 60 kilometres of EV driving range. If you want to operate in hybrid mode with both the engine and the electric drive, you get significant advantages in that you basically can set off in the vehicle in third gear because the electric motor provides all the torque for acceleration and the engine just actually comes in to provide the power as the vehicle speed comes up. So it's a much easier driving experience. As well as that, because you're not actually using the engine in the low RPM range, you get significant fuel savings and reduced emissions from the vehicle. And it basically depends how you use the vehicle and also what sort of battery system you do put in there, but basically we've seen savings up to 20% on fuel use in actually driving the vehicle in hybrid mode. As well as pure hybrid mode, you can also use it as a plug-in hybrid, in that if you put a battery system in there, you can actually charge the battery up overnight in your garage and set off in the morning with a full battery, use that energy during the course of the day to reduce fuel use, and then come back at the end of the day and actually recharge it back up again. But because you've always got the full backup going into pure, like either pure hybrid mode, if you like, you get unlimited range depending on how much fuel you want in your fuel tank. One of the reasons for doing this vehicle was to actually allow us to evaluate the performance of different batteries in this type of application, and for different types of use and for different customers.
Okay.
So we've actually tried 3 different battery technologies in the vehicle at the moment. We're still doing testing on different batteries which we're using in there, but basically we're pretty much sure of the technology which we'll be actually offering, slated in lithium-ion. We cover a wide range of different vehicles, going all the way from 1.5 tonne all the way up to about 28 tonnes gross vehicle weight. So we've been applying similar technology into the bus market and also into the light truck market as well. For this particular application, with the hybrid drivetrain integrated into the vehicle there, we see there's potentially, certainly now commercial interest with the increasing congestion charging and low emission zone costs and all the rest of it in there. So whereas before we probably were considering this really from a utility operator's point of view, because I mean, I forgot to mention there is the on-board capability to generate electrical power on the vehicle, so you can actually sit there with the engine actually running and actually generate significant electrical AC power for powering tools or other equipment, floodlights for emergency vehicles, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's in both the commercial and in the civilian sector now.